Dear sisters and brothers, I want to thank you for your wonderful prayers and financial support for last year's African Mission Appeal. Your generosity allows our ministry in Kisii, Kenya, East Africa to continue making a positive impact. This year marks the 30th anniversary of our annual African Mission Appeal. Throughout this time, we have had several missionaries who have ministered on our behalf, serving our African sisters and brothers. Their service at the mission ranged from a few months to over 9 years. Throughout this time, our ministry has always been focused on how we can help as many people as possible. The backbone of our missionary work is with our 412 AIDS orphans, providing scholarships to attend trade schools, computer schools, and universities, and our Kids Raising Cows program. Last summer, we introduced a new program, and here to tell you about it is Wes and Kathy Pepley from the Church of St. Joseph in Williston.
Father David Mormon is a good friend of ours, and after he arrived in Kenya, we continued to keep in touch with him. During one of our phone conversations, the subject of clean water came up. Father David relayed that some people do have wells, but clean drinking water is a serious concern. Wes mentioned a water purifying kit he had read about, and the idea grew from there. Our goal was to equip, empower, and entrust mothers as agents of clean water and compassion for their children and communities. We would train 3 women to be water teachers, teaching them how to set up, use, and properly clean the filters, and these teachers would then train others to be water women. Women that apply for a filter are asked to sign a covenant with God, agreeing to filter water for at least 3 other families. Because water is a blessing from God, and because others have blessed them with the gift of the filter, they are asked to share this blessing with their neighbors. This aspect of the program helps to build community physically and spiritually.
The equipment needed to provide clean water consists of the filter kit and a 5-gallon bucket. Though finding quality food-grade buckets proved to be a challenge in Kenya. You just can't go to your local hardware store and buy some. The special filters filter out 99.99% of all biocontaminants, such as bacteria causing E. coli, typhoid, cholera, as well as some parasites. The filtration system is very simple. It requires no electricity, no chemicals, no moving parts, no complicated maintenance, and adults of any education level can set it up and maintain it. If maintained properly, the filter can last approximately 10 years and purify 1 million gallons of water. All this for $60 per filter. Our pastor, Father Russell Kovash, gave us permission to promote our pilot project in our parish and to raise money for it. People from our parish, the community, and around our diocese assisted us, and within a short period of time, we were overwhelmed at the generosity and willingness of people to help others who live halfway around the world. To start our pilot project, Father David chose a parish in Otago because it was one of the poorest parishes about 45 miles from the mission house. Over the course of our time in Kenya, 3 separate trainings were done. What was amazing was that the women who came to the training did not travel by vehicles. They walked up to several miles, some coming with their small children and babies. At each training, the women were amazed with the filter and how clean the water was, and knew what this clean water would mean for them and their families.
To date, 150 water women have been trained, and because they are sharing this gift with their neighbors, 450 families now have access to clean water for cooking, drinking, and bathing small children. Latest statistics by health organizations estimate that a child dies every 21 seconds from a water-related disease. Living in the United States, this statistic is one we really don't have to think about. We cannot put into words what the water filters meant to our African sisters and brothers. Though language was a barrier at times, you didn't need an exchange of words to know how grateful they were. You knew it when you looked into their eyes, saw their tears of joy, and smiles on their faces, and felt their warm and embracing hugs. One woman, in her broken English and with tears in her eyes, said, "Tell people who give filter, thank you."
Thank you, Wes and Kathy. What a great pilot project that was. I hope we can expand it for many years to come. Now it is time for us to turn our attention to our 30th annual African Mission Appeal, which will be conducted on March 2nd and 3rd. Our theme is very fitting for us. With joy, you will draw water from the wells of salvation. I invite you to join me once again this year to offer your prayers and generous financial support to our annual African Mission Appeal, so that we can keep all of our expanding programs growing. Your gift will create hope and change the lives of our poorest sisters and brothers in Kisi, Kenya, East Africa. Please give as generously as you can.